What's up, Temple fam? It's your boy MJ. And today, I'm gonna show you how to do the flick up. Without a doubt, one of the most commonly used acrobatic moves is the flick up. As a kid, I would sit in all the kung fu flicks and I would endlessly be trying to flick up onto my feet. When I was about 6, 7 years old, I saw Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. There's one scene that I never forget. Bruce is preparing to fight his opponent. He stretches out and then bang, he hits a flick up. Man, I used to play this clip over and over. Using the play pause feature on my VCR, I was able to slow it down and teach myself how to do the flick up. From that moment, I would be flicking up everywhere and anywhere I could. I mean, I would purposely end up just being on the floor just so I could flick up back onto my feet. Over the years, I've practiced this move thousands and thousands of times, allowing me to perfect it over and over again and really hone in on the techniques behind the flick up. Bruce Lee said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Don't be put back if you don't get this move right away. Like everything else in life, give it time, be patient, and stay consistent. There are a few key progressions that you need to be able to do before you actually end up flicking up onto your feet. So watch closely, go through the progressions, find the level that you're at, and work on it and slowly progress to the next stage. Be sure to watch till the end because I've got some bonus tips that I learned whilst in Shaolin that will change the game. Okay, so get yourself warmed up and we're gonna jump into the first exercise, which is roll-ups. Okay, so let's jump into it. We're gonna go for 10 reps of roll-ups. Onto the floor. Very simple, you're gonna roll back, roll forward onto your feet and stand up. We're here, roll, up, back down. So just learning how to use your momentum and get yourself onto your feet. This will really help with finding balance when you finally start to flick up. Nice one. And there we go. Okay, on to the next exercise, kick throughs. Again, down on the floor, we're going to focus on some of the tech behind the flick up. So, we're going to roll back onto our hands, and what we want to do is keep our legs as straight as possible, and we're going to stretch up. We're here, roll back, kick through. Here, roll back, kick through. 10 reps. Yeet. Alright. 3, 4, 5 more. Yo. Work on pushing with your core, cheek, back, jaw. Sure. Okay, the next movement on the list is flick up into a bridge and fall right back down onto your back. This is great for developing your ditan skill, your ground skill, all the while developing the confidence to slowly progress onto flicking up. So check me out, I'm gonna run through exactly what you do for a flick up, but it's gonna look like I fail and fall back onto my back. Here we go. Yeet, up, fall back down. Keep your stomach up off the floor, otherwise you're gonna wind yourself. Land on your upper back and have your hands help break your fall. Check me out from the side. Up, down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're just basically putting together the kick through and the land on the feet, and see how high you can get. For these next two, I'm going to go a little higher. So I was almost up, and that's what will happen. You'll find a point in time where you realize that if you really wanted to, you probably could make it up. So check me out. This is what you can do towards the end of the set. Fall back, but put your hands down. So you're in this position. So you pretty much made it onto your feet. The only issue was balance. You fell back. So that brings us on to our next exercise, which is foot placement. What you want to do is find a surface, an area. I'll use my phone right here, and that line is where your bum sits. Now the physics behind the movement and what we were just doing with the flick up bridges, fall back, if you flick up and your feet land in front, most definitely you're just going to stumble back no matter how much height you get. So this is me failing deliberately. Watch my foot placement when I land. It was in front of where my bum started. So what I want to do is use the kick through and the idea behind the roll ups, get my feet either in line with where my bum was, or if I'm really good, I want to get my feet behind, which is going to be used as like an anchor and really force me up onto my feet. So now we've had that tip, we're now going to go for the flick ups. We're going to go for 5 reps. Don't worry if you don't have your flick up yet. Watch me, and just each time you see me do the movement, take another mental note and slowly apply that into your practice. And I'm telling you, in no time, you will get your flick up. So my feet most definitely will land behind the line of my phone. 5 reps, here we go. Yeet. Reset. Reset. Sun. Reset. Slip. Last one, I'm gonna hit the floor when I land, watch. Yeah. And that's exactly how we would do it in class or when performing a form. And as mentioned earlier, I've got some tips for you guys. This one is essential. All right, down we go, onto the floor. Rather than tell you guys what I'm doing wrong, I'm gonna do the movement 2 times and you'll see for yourself. And you see a hell of a lot of people doing the movement like this. It just looks ugly. So do not get into this habit. Check it out. That was 1, and then this is number 2. You tell me which one looks better. Obviously, the one with legs straight. Bending your legs to try and get additional kick just does not work. It looks ugly, you don't get height. That is not the true technique behind the flick up. What you want to do is use the flexibility in your hamstrings to pull back and trigger, like a spring, trigger you up, giving you immense power to flick and land on your feet. Do not do, I repeat, do not do ugly bent leg flick ups. Okay, maybe you have your flick up and you want to progress on to the next stage. This stage would be the no hand flick up. So a little tip for you, use your hands, but this time put them on your knees. So you're just giving your legs an extra push to get more momentum and power to drive you up onto your feet. Check me out. So I'm going to do everything exactly the same. Rolling back. This time, instead of putting my hands on the floor, I'm going to put my hands onto my knees right here, and without much effort, you'll see I'll land right back onto my feet. Check it out. Nice and relaxed, right here, and push. Very, very easy, but the technique is there. Keep your legs straight. Okay, for the final pro Shaolin tip, we're going to take away some of the roll. If you have your flick up, practice this. It will make your flick up not only quicker, but it will look slicker. So instead of rolling right the way back, what we're going to do is take away some of the roll. This is pretty advanced and it takes a lot more power, especially in your core, so give yourself time. But using this as a goal will obviously allow you to propel yourself further with your training. So check me out. I'm going to do a few variations. I'm going to go for 3. So the regular, watch how far my feet come back. and how much time it took for my feet to come back. Now, I'm gonna aim on bringing my legs up no more than hitting a vertical line. So check it out, it's gonna be a hell of a lot quicker. Right here, and so it's a lot quicker. And then obviously, if you haven't guessed already, now I can really start to decrease how much I bring my legs back. So I went from way back to being more or less vertical. Now I'm gonna see if I can hit like a 45-degree angle. So it's gonna be super explosive. So the application behind the movement is more visible. If I've been hit, fell down onto the floor, bang, back onto my feet real quick. Check it out. So from here, I'm barely gonna bring my feet back, watch. Very quick, just boom, boom. That is how you should do your flicker when you're practicing your Shaolin forms. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. I'm sure you've enjoyed it and you've learned a lot, so be sure to smash that like button. Help us promote Shaolin Wellbeing by sharing this video with your friends and family. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we release a new video every Saturday, 6 p.m. London time. Check out temple.london for the latest info and find out how you could train with us here at the temple or online. Well, until next time, 再见.